I wanted to just review in our last few videos what we've learned. The first one, we talked about what's in our control and what's out of our control. And the second video that you and I did was we talked about the tool, the exercise of being able to center ourselves, that center breathing that we did. And today I was hoping we could start off with that breathing if you're up for it.
I'm totally up for it. It was great.
You just get comfortable in your seat. I'm going to get comfortable in mine. And let your shoulders relax just a little bit. And if you can, put your feet on the ground. And with this next breath, breathe in. I am safe.
I am safe.
And exhale, all is well.
All is well.
I am safe.
I am safe.
And exhale, all is well.
All is well.
I am safe.
I am safe.
And all is well.
All is well.
How does that feel right now in your body and in your mind?
Certainly brings me, it's 5 o'clock here, so it's been a busy day, and it really grounded me right away.
That's fantastic. You know, the center breathing is a tool that you can use when you're not feeling centered, or when you've had a long day, or just even to start your morning off on the right path.
That was great. And I got a lot of feedback from some people who did the exercise with us on the last video, and they really appreciated it. So that was great.
I know we got a big shout out from North Carolina that we should do it a little bit more. So I appreciated that feedback. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So staying centered can help us move forward in uncertain times and really practical matters, the things that we can control, right? And I was thinking that you and I could throw back some ideas on the practical steps that we need to do to keep our life running, and then practical steps that we can do that will keep us centered and sane and happy and connected with the people we love. So I just thought maybe you could give some ideas of things that make you happy, or you and Beth happy or connected, just so people have a list of things they could do daily.
Yeah, I think for sure the things that I can control that I like to do is I like to do some kind of workout every day. I don't know that that's everybody's thing, but even in my neighborhood now, people are out walking every morning when the weather's nice. So that's a real big one for me. And lately it's been, Skype and FaceTime chats with friends. And it's really interesting because I've connected, I think, more with friends these last couple of weeks than I do on a daily basis when life was normal, So I think for me, it's taking some time to chat with some friends, and also just to make sure I'm getting some kind of physical exercise or fresh air.
That's lovely. I would add to my list music. We've been listening, we've completely turned off the news, and we've been listening to my country and Western, and then his modern, hip hop. So that has helped. So sometimes just to even have that on a piece of paper is a great reminder to lift my mood.
Yeah, that's a good one. And podcasts as well. I'm a bit of a podcast junkie. So I've been making sure that I'm listening to either funny ones or kind of self-improvement type ones. I'm not spending as much time on the more news type podcast, but I do like to sit around and listen to a good podcast too.
That's such a great thing to have on your list of things that raise your mood, or things that love yourself, right, or your family. Another list that I feel is really important to help with anxiety is a list of practical things that we have to do each day. And whether you write it down at the end of the night before the next day or at the beginning of the day, I think it calms us down, whether it's things that you need to do for work, or if you're looking for a job, getting your resume out there, preparing food. What are some practical things that you would put on your list?
Well, I mean, I'm definitely one of the lucky ones right now because I'm finishing an edit on a documentary. So that's one of my practical things, is I need to make sure I'm focusing and getting the work done I need to be getting done. So I'm grateful for that, but it's definitely something I need to be disciplined about. Also, some of the practical things, I mean, I certainly have some very specific things around the house that I haven't been able to do in a long time. And, from maintenance things to some improvements, things like that. But Yeah, that's kind of the practical things that come to mind right now.
I was talking with a client earlier today along the lines of what, the maintenance around your house, and she needed to call her mortgage company and ask if she could have a month deferment for her mortgage payment for her family. And she had so much anxiety about it. And so I said, the minute we hang up, would you call? And they were very, very kind. They immediately gave her a 30-day extension and gave her another number to call back next month if she needs the help. And she texted me and she said, I feel so good. So the anxiety of worrying about it was off of her shoulders for the moment, right? Because she was able to accomplish something.
Yeah,
So the peaceful feeling or the grateful or whatever, however she was feeling it, she felt relieved.
great.
So the list, if you keep the list and you keep them short, it can give you a relief. It can make you feel better about yourself. And one of the things that I was hoping you and I could talk about in our next video was a list of qualities that we would like more of in our life. So she was feeling anxious, right? And she took action, and then she was feeling more self-assured and more at peace, right? She probably had a sense of freedom, right? Where if you get something done around the house and then you walk past it, it raises your self-esteem. So I was hoping that maybe you and I in our next one could talk about qualities we would like to have more of in our life.
That'd be great. I'm happy to do that, and I can't wait.
Well, let me ask you this. What quality do you think you might want more of in your life?
Well, I think one of the things that I'm working on through all this is, my sort of source of anxiety right now is certainly my profession in the film business. Everything's kind of stopped. So I certainly have some anxiousness around finances and sort of where the job market's going to be, a month or two from now. So I guess the quality might be, I don't know, abundance, or I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. What do you think?
Well, abundance is a great quality. And I, I wonder if you'd be open to being curious, if we could put that quality in, as opposed to putting pressure on yourself that you have to create the abundance, but to be curious to how it's all going to play out, or what might be your next steps, or what might show up next.
I like that. Yeah. I like the curious.
There are so many qualities: loving, kindness, compassion, generosity of spirit, strength. And curious might give you a little bit of relief in your shoulder blades of not having to carry the whole thing yourself.
Great. I'll be ready for that one.
I
Thank
look
you.
forward to seeing you. Thank
Okay.
you.